Another day and another story about grammar schools. This conversation is just going on and on and on, and I'm sure I'm not the only one really frustrated by it all. I mean, apart from the fact that it's just offensive to think about segregating kids from such a young age, either by income or class or in more faith schools, there's just no evidence. So why are we even having this conversation? And I think for me it comes down to three things. Firstly is that this cabinet is filled with people that went to grammar school, more than we've had in decades. And that's not a sign that people that go to grammar schools make it to the top necessarily. Like, a lot of these are from high income backgrounds, but I think it's really personal for them. I think they hark back to the time that they went to school and they think, yeah, we should have more grammar schools. That's not a good reason. Secondly, I think it's all about ideology. It's all about the fact that the Conservative Party have historically and still want to create this kind of competition mentality, sink or swim. You know, grammar schools are about, if you make it when you're 11, you make it, and if you don't, then you deserved it. You deserve to be poor. So I think it's a lot to do with ideology and that sense in which they approach the world. And thirdly, it just seems like one massive smokescreen to actually addressing the issues. Theresa May spoke about wanting to address inequality, do something about huge gaps. Grammar schools don't do something about that. We actually have to tackle income and wealth inequalities. So whilst we're all engaged in this conversation, this futile conversation about grammar schools, meanwhile, it just means that income and wealth inequalities can grow. They don't have to do anything about those, because essentially what they're saying is, well, as long as you can make it, it's okay to have huge levels of inequality. It's a smokescreen for that reason, and it's a smokescreen because meanwhile, our education budget is being cut in real terms. We have more than 50% of teachers saying that they want to leave teaching in the next 5 years. We had GCSE results worse than we've had in years and years. And so it just is a distraction from all of those things. So maybe the reason why Theresa May didn't really answer the questions that were put to her today in PMQs was because she just can't be honest about why it is that we're having this conversation about grammar schools.